Welcome back to the 24-hour show. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Brittany, and I'm here with
Eddie, live from Los Angeles. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, and it was a cool day today. We're in the same city. Luca's playing basketball, and you already know, Los Angeles. So yeah, we're gonna hit you right now. Thank you guys for coming to our 24 hours hood retail show. We definitely got hit with a curveball today.
we woke up to some news. Yesterday we announced that Hood will be doing events contracts on the Super Bowl. And what news broke this morning, Ed?
Well, it was actually on the Professional Football League. But anyways,
That's right. That's right. They do
it,
not have an official Super Bowl contract.
and as much as I was vocal yesterday about, actually even before the Super Bowl contracts dropped, I was putting threads out on X, Ed Money's on Twitter, and I was already criticizing, like, why would anybody want sports right there? And we'll get into some reactions from people that are hood investors and users of the app. So yeah,
I think it was pretty split on how it was received by retail investors. I believe half were like really excited, and the other half not so much.
yeah,
So
it was. I think it was a good mix, and we'll show off some of the stuff today. But overall, my opinion on it is that I didn't like it, and I'm happy overall that it was blocked because I didn't really want it on the app anyways. But I'm not happy that it was blocked by CFTC. I wish it was just like a management decision.
absolutely, I wish it was more so Robinhood expecting to roll this out, doing a little bit more research or taking a little bit more time and be like, you know what, that is not the move for us. But I really appreciate the transparency.
I would have really just been like, just drop it. I would have rather them drop it and me just dislike it than the CFTC getting involved. It just feels like more runaround.
Are you suggesting that they possibly should have received that request to deny permission sports betting to its customers? Do you think they should have just dropped anyways and taken that request and then might have possibly gotten a subpoena from
I'm
the SEC? Or
I'm disappointed with regulation once again because
absolutely,
Vlad and Robinhood together obviously went to the SEC before. We know that they've been very transparent with any of their products, and they've always tried to work with full transparency, like you were saying. And I think that's something that everybody appreciates. Users and investors will speak for both retail, and that's just easy right there. Like, oh, we want to work with you. Let's put out something good.
yeah.
And for them to be like, pretty much walk you to the finish line and then rug you, it's just messed up. It's
And it doesn't seem in line with where crypto is headed right now, where brokerages are headed right now, where we're in this like huge financial boom right now. We're really going places and investing and derivatives, and there's so much going on. I was not expecting this pullback.
it's really bad taste too. It's just like, why would anybody want to go be, forthcoming with any of the regulators when you do that and you don't get rewarded for it, so to speak, or even just anything transparent. It's just it's the worst case scenario because it was a late stop too. So I feel like you said, they could have done something earlier before it was even announced,
Yeah.
because I feel like Robinhood was most likely communicating about this in the background before they released it. And so for them to wait after it was released, and thank God, this is one of the things too everybody wants to bitch about: Robinhood releasing products immediately but slowly. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they release fast, but it's like a slow rollout to everybody. People want to bitch about that, but this is the reason. Because look, what if they released it to everybody and then we all did our bets, played around with it to test it out, and then now they had to yank it off the platform? A lot of people would have been way more mad. So I feel like it was a good thing that it was like a slow rollout, because
It
only.
yeah, it looks like Robinhood took their time, did their preparation, did their due diligence as usual. Here's a quote from them. We are disappointed by this outcome, especially given that we have been in regular communication with the CFTC about our intent and plans to offer this product. We've also taken steps to advocate for balanced regulation in the futures and derivatives markets. including participating directly in a CFTC roundtable, providing written feedback to the CFTC, and generally championing the economic benefits of events contracts. So they've been in constant communication. It seems like they've had kind of a back and forth, a roundtable or a powwow together, and at the very last second, just kind of pulled this from them. So it is quite disappointing, but minor setback for a major comeback for sure, per usual.
No doubt. And we'll go ahead and we'll get into some of this. Let's go ahead and check on this Robinhood price real quick too. It looks like they're trading at $52.55 overnight. Not bad. And S&P sitting pretty. We're still above 6,000. Nasdaq didn't go down either, so that's all good right there. And we did have some people. Go ahead and pull them up. Yeah, so we got some reactions from our friends out on X.
So this is the official response. Before we read those reactions, this is the official response from Robinhood Comms this morning. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission has formally requested that Robinhood Derivatives LLC not permit customers to access sports events contracts. While we continue to work with the CFTC to understand their concerns, we are suspending the rollout of Pro Football Championship market. We have rolled this product out to roughly 1% of our customers, and for those who are have already placed trades, we plan on providing the option to close their positions and take them to resolution. We are disappointed by this outcome, especially given that we have been in regular communication with the CFTC, as I earlier reported. So we have some reactions from some posts on X that we'd like to share with you guys, and it's really unfortunate, but I did not know that they did already roll that out to 1%. I was just thinking it was not available on the App Store.
Roughly 1%.
Yeah. I'm wondering if those are possibly the highest member of the gold card holders. Lucky them. Got to see a little sneak peek before they pulled it.
The branding's always immaculate, too.
It really has been beautiful.
It sucks that they have to waste that branding.
The user interface has just been so clean.
All right, so we got I'm Beneficial on X. FTC is really at it again. Unacceptable. And I hope Robinhood fights back and continues down the path of innovation. Our new president can launch a meme coin, but a borderline global brokerage can't or shouldn't be allowed to offer these type of contracts. Something's got to give. And, I mean, that's... If you're anywhere on X or in crypto, you probably found out that the president and his the first lady launched meme coins. And
one day before the inauguration, less than 24 hours before.
And it was a huge hit. A lot of money involved.
A lot of money lost too.
A lot of money lost.
A lot of money lost for those people who did not get insider allocation. We're not early on an very low market cap.
But why are you allowed to do that and you can't have something that's regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission? These guys are the ones in charge of Kalshi. So Robinhood's working with someone who's, regulated. And it just seems like, I don't know. It just seems like the time in basketball terms, remember when they blocked Chris Paul from going to the Lakers to play with? It was just like, why are you guys doing this? So weird. It's like never happened before. What are we doing? Like, they don't want the small guys to release cool products. Obviously, like I said last show, Robinhood is going to be the most popular brokerage out of all of them that would be doing these sports bets. That would be a huge thing, not just for like onboarding people to Robinhood, but also like this, the numbers that they would bring on contracts and stuff.
I know we're always so bullish on Hood, as we should be, because it's an amazing brokerage. But for a little divergent point of view, just to play devil's advocate, what if they do have in mind that NFL, NBA, those are all entertainment companies, entertainment businesses. Therefore, it's okay or illegal for predetermined outcomes to be fixed. See the Supreme Court ruling.
They don't want to hear that.
They don't want to. We're not going to talk about it too much. We're not going to go too in depth. But if you want to do your own research for that, that could be possibly a reason why they pulled the plug on this for a real brokerage, real financial institution, not to be doing these gambling or sports betting, because there are predetermined outcomes to this.
Let's move on to where Jody from Twitter, he went ahead and said, Personally happy. I don't want to see my nest egg next to the roulette table. Sports betting won't beat the stigma that retailers are illegitimate investors and gamblers. Hopefully, when this does roll out, there's a way to toggle the view off. I'm in agreement.
I really like that.
I'm in
Hey,
agreement.
you guys roll it out. Good for you. Love that. But I don't really want that anywhere near my assets.
It's a different type of energy.
Yeah.
I got a different energy when I'm looking at my stocks and I'm posted up and I'm checking out everything.
That's the long-term view. That's on the horizon and what's to come. This is just like...
The election one was kind of nice because I did feel like, oh, this is a hedge to my portfolio.
This is your future, too. Yeah.
And I did feel, yeah, it is your future. It definitely was going to determine what happened in this damn app.
Yeah.
This Super Bowl game is not going to really determine what happens in the stock market or in my portfolio. So, yeah, Jody had a good one. A lot of people... I mean, that has what 2,300 views right there at the time that I snapshotted that. It's solid. I like it. A lot of people, like I said, who are hood users and investors, do not agree with that. That's one of the only takes I've seen that kind of resembled where I was going with it. We do have. Let's see. Let's go ahead and check out. All right, so this one's from Amit. It's CFTC needs to realize America is back to growth and they can't stop innovation. For Robinhood investors, this is nothing burger. Either Robinhood formally responds to the CFTC by saying no and they continue to offer event contracts, or two, Robinhood ends up rolling back the contracts for whatever reason, and maybe political, aka not wanting to piss off the wrong people, bring more regulatory scrutiny, and then we don't offer event contracts. So event contracts are so small compared to their business that I find the impact to be minimal, and I agree that this is very small compared to like what this pie actually represents.
Yeah.
That's real, and so you gotta keep that into perspective. That
another great take on it. You always have great takes.
Yeah, this is like when you're looking at the 9 different ways that Robinhood makes money. This isn't like a big deal.
It's just something cool, something fun for those who like this stuff.
It's for Gen Alpha and the Zoomers. Let's be real. But like if we can cater it directly to investors and we can like really give it that Robinhood way that you guys did with the election, everyone's gonna do exactly what they did every time. And I'm talking. Even Amit will stop betting Mayo on like interest rate drops and stuff. He'll start buying these contracts instead. That'll be funny. So no, that's just another good take. This is probably my favorite take right here. I'll pull this one up. This is from a baddie right here. Let's see. We got a. Here, I'll read. Or do you want to go ahead and read yours, or should I read it for you?
No, the pleasure is mine to let you hear me.
All right. We got. They're pulling out every stop to slow this inevitable wealth transfer down. I'm hoping for a compromisable outcome. Higher only. Hood.
I love that rendition of my voice.
Is that how you wrote that? That's how
That's
I seen
exactly how it's supposed to be read.
That's
actually.
how I seen it. So, what do you think of this delicious snacks tweet right here?
I think she hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, yeah, we want regulation. We don't want, everybody says deregulation. No, we want regulatory standards. We want to know what we can and what we can't do. But when we're in constant communication with you, and then it's just like, oh, all of that we were talking about, actually, no, that doesn't
professionally
matter.
Too.
It's like, what's going on?
The reason I would rather it rolled out, because there are roughly 1% of customers that got messed up in this, and they will have to escalate this, maybe transferring them back to Kalshi with their contracts or something. Maybe they just like give them like a side interface and let them kind of like finish it right there. But that's
a great point.
It's kind of messed up, you know what I'm saying?
And those are usually the bigger investors, the bigger gamblers, I would say.
And if you want to be real, they're the whales, and they're probably the ones who are holding hood stock. They're probably the ones who are trading a lot of volume, doing index trading, using the Legend app. Like, the more products that you're using, I feel like Robinhood is going to reward you. It just sucks that in this instance, they had no control over this. So that's important to know, is that, regulation is not in full effect of what it could be. But, Robinhood gave $2 million to Trump. Like, he needs to lift a finger and be like, Leave
Okay,
that
Trump's
alone.
doing a lot right now, honestly.
All right.
He's doing way too much. I think he needs to pull it
He's
back a little
doing
bit.
magnificent.
He is doing a lot right now, and it's like, bro, we just started. Can we just take a little,
Let's
give it
see.
a step, give it a beat, brother?
Let's check out what this leverage play is doing. Oh, it's not bad. It's not
I
bad.
sold, so I did purchase. I purchased two Robin ETFs and the leverage ETFs, and I did sell them. Of course,
Because you got scared?
I got scared. I was like, oh, okay, I'm up. What? I think I was up 12% on it, and then all of a sudden I was up maybe point something, and I was like, I think it's time to get out of here. So
And you like the way that
I
moves?
held it for probably 36
Let's see.
hours.
Where's Hood at? Let's go back to Hood. Let's see. Yeah, Hood is. I don't. This is nothing. This is just whatever. Like, it's for me. I feel like Hood is definitely a long-term play. As they still keep getting all these smaller things that get added to the app that the users want, the gold users want. After you get all that, it's gonna be so easy to like scale bigger than their rivals because they are the newer generation stuff. I mean, you've seen it right now, like trying to bring your families your money over from your investments from where you're when you were younger. And it's kind of, you can already see like, when this is done, you're gonna have to you're gonna need things like capitalize. You're gonna need to move
It's
over
great
this
that
stuff.
they are seeing this and making great partnerships right now. But I would really like them to step up their boomer outreach. And like I said, they're doing amazing rollouts. And of course, the retirement matching, all of those are great rollouts and initiatives to have to offer. But I don't know. I think that there needs to be some sort of division to specifically reach out to boomers and say why it's safe, why we don't need a brick and mortar. I think that's one of the biggest things that scares.
These are literally 80-year-old questions.
Yeah,
though.
they
like,
need.
people
Like
are
my
like,
grandmother.
they want to transfer stuff over now. Whatever 529 plans, Roth IRAs, stuff.
And
that's
she
just
has to go into her brokerage. She will make an appointment weeks in advance.
Or
go
she'll be
into her
talking to a
brokerage
real
and sit
person,
down. Yeah, and she's not going to do a robo investor. She wants her advice from. That's really cool that they are going to start rolling out the investment advice.
There's a whole bunch of joint accounts too that you
Yeah.
can fit in there. I mean, I have an Able account that I contribute to for my nephew. I wish I can bring that over from American funds. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit they can still execute on.
I mean, yeah, there's a few of the 529 plans. If you don't have 529 where you live, then there's another one that is similar.
I'm super excited because
it's important for them to grow and be able to transfer that.
I'm super excited because once I get this 401k rolled over, shout out Capitalize, once I get that put into Robinhood, I'm going to obviously have a bunch of cash that I need to deploy, and that was relatively easy, but believe it or not, they make it so difficult at other brokerages. I just transferred some over from Franklin Templeton, and that was very difficult. I was
made you work for that.
Yeah, that was a whole full days of work went into being on the phone and tracking down account numbers and different things, and yeah, it was rough, and I thought I had everything lined up. So yeah.
And what I don't want to, obviously AI is going to help with customer service, but for the companies that are not yet implementing AI into their customer service, half of that phone call was language barrier. Half of that phone call was outsourcing the customer service department for a major brokerage. That is, they are taking so much in fees, and you can't understand there's a language barrier. You can't get the work done that you need to get done, so you have to escalate it and escalate it and escalate it. Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, I would have solved that. I really did. I had to talk to a manager. They ended up transferring to someone in California, and
it was called conflict resolution.
Yeah, and we worked it out real fast. Once I got to her, it was boop boop boop, email, a text, authenticated. We were off to the races.
They really did make you work for that. So shout out to Capitalize and Robinhood for streamlining that retirement
process. Yeah. I'm so grateful for Robinhood partnering with Capitalize. That was great. They need to that needs to get out more too for anyone who's has a 401k trap somewhere. Go ahead and jump into that Capitalize. I got a referral link too, but they will for sure make it very easy you don't have to do anything except for check your email every once in a while, and there'll be like some tracking numbers that come to you. So
Yeah, and it's a real person that they're setting you up with. You are getting a Zoom call, a phone call with a real person that you can speak to. You can ask your questions to in real time. I think it's great.
Yeah, so let's I mean, other than that, I don't want to like keep everyone too long. We were going to try to make it to 30 minutes today, but you know, it's not like a live show or anything, so we're not taking any questions. But you know, we will start doing some live shows like next week, and we'll definitely be on X, we'll definitely be on YouTube. It's, you know, generally been no response at all because we haven't like retweeted any of these. We've just been posting them daily for the last 4 days, and we'll continue to post these till the end of February on the daily basis, and then you might even get some extra like bonus content in there. But like overall, we just wanted to open it up for Hood retail shareholders, investors, users, and anyone genuinely interested in markets. You know, like come on the show, link up with us on X, and you know, just a place where you can get a daily refresher of like what is there to be looking at for Robinhood and upcoming dates and yada yada. So yeah, it's just you know, I have some money there. One of my accounts I have an average of 16. Another account I'm averaged at like 27, and I'm still averaging up. You know, running the options and stuff, and yeah, this has been a good journey, and we wanna make sure you guys keep coming back. So leave some comments, subscribe, yada yada. I can't talk to you guys for 9 more minutes. That would be tough. So can't keep.
Thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.